Oh, yes. Well done.
Because I
Thank
remember you
you.
did that last time.
And I was like, no, I didn't press record.
Okay, I'm recording. Are you
I'm
recording?
recording. I'm
Yes,
recording. Yes.
excellent. We
How are
are, yeah.
you? How are you getting
I'm o-
on?
yeah, I'm okay. I'm a bit brain messed.
That's fine. I'm literally just like, I've got so much going on that I'm like yesterday, I was literally sat here and the kids come in from school and they're like, Mum, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, can you just not ask me questions right now? Because my brain's not braining.
The brain's not braining. That is the theme for the week.
It is. I think when this time of year is the time of year where you're concentrating on like the little nail arts or the little this or the little that. And right, who have I got next? What am I doing? Have I got time for this? Have I got time for that? That you don't really kind of give yourself a chance. And I think that's what we need to focus on.
Yeah.
So next year, my plan is I'm going to give myself bigger windows
Ooh.
to give
So
myself
what?
more time.
Yeah. So adding a little bit of extra time to each treatment, that type of thing, like,
Yeah.
or
So
a little
like
gap in between.
instead of trying to squeeze loads in, because it just messes with my brain that my brain just gets to the
Yeah.
point where I'm like can't concentrate. That I think I'm gonna add like an extra like 20 minutes, half an hour to everyone's appointment just
Yeah.
to give me a buffer because being like late, I don't like being late.
Stressful.
And not everyone always tells you that they're going to have nail art. As much as you could say to them, can you let me know if you're going to have nail art on your appointment? Not everyone does. And then they come in and go, oh, can I have this? And you're like, I can give it a go, try and squeeze it in. Sometimes, perfect. You're still in your time frame, not a problem, carry on. Other times, you run over because you misjudge your timings, but that's okay. But they still walk out with fabulous nails. But yeah, I think I'm going to add a little bit extra time next year.
I think that's a really good idea because I always feel like it becomes a bit of a conveyor belt, like,
One
and I
in, one
hate
out.
that. Yeah. And do you know, there's a lady who may watch this, maybe, probably at one point. She does my massage for me. She's absolutely amazing. She's so, so good at her treatments and her services. And she spoke to somebody that's quite big in the industry who made a suggestion that to earn more money per week, to increase her profit, she cut her timings down. And this lady tried it because she would give herself like a 10-minute buffer in between her clients. So she'd add a little bit of extra time on for every client. And she tried it. And I saw her and she said, you know what, it's working really well. I'm earning way more money. I've earned this much money per week. So the person who suggested it is accurate. That, is you can fit more clients in that way. And then I saw her the next time and she said, Emma, I've changed my timings back again. It just doesn't feel right to me. And it's not just about the money.
No,
Um, she said, I'm not feeling it as a therapist. I feel like I'm rushing all my clients and I don't want them to feel like they're being rushed. And I was like, you know what? You're right. It's not all about money. Like, we all need to earn enough money to live and to survive, etc., etc. And we all want to earn as much money as possible. But it can't be at the, like, I don't know, the negative to our clients, can it?
no, it's
So,
like because for me, it's like I do watch the clock because obviously you want to keep track, but it's that moment when you go, oh crap, I've got 15 minutes and we haven't even got anywhere near top coat yet. And I've
that
still got to take pictures,
feeling,
still got to take payment, still got to do this. And I'm like,
yeah,
oh God.
it's horrible.
And I don't like that feeling of like, I was so grateful yesterday though when my client came and I was running late yesterday because, yeah, nail art, kaboom, it always, sometimes it just happens, but they looked great at the end. And I went down, answered the door, and I was like, I'm really sorry. Give me like 5 minutes. I just got to do like the top coat and take some pictures. And she was like, not a problem. I'll wait in the car. Not a problem. I've got my Kindle.
Oh,
And she
oh,
was absolutely wonderful. Like, and I couldn't be more grateful for people like that because they know it doesn't happen very often. It's just like, it's Christmas, please.
yeah, yeah.
I've literally just given me a couple of seconds. I won't be long and I'll get you straight back in. And bless her, she came in and she was picking colours and stuff while I was resetting. But you know, having people like that they appreciate the fact that you're open, you're honest, you're real. Like
Yeah,
we're not machines. If it's going to
yeah,
take me 2 hours, it's going to take me 2 hours. If it takes me three, it takes me three. I did a saw set of nails for Halloween, and they took me 3 hours. We judged it about 4, and I did it in 3, and I was like, yes,
Yay.
I did it.
Sammy's winning. I thought you meant they were sore, as in her fingers were sore.
I
Not,
was in, like
yeah, I know, like the
yeah,
horror
yeah.
sauce,
Hang
like
on, I got
SAW.
my little example one. So I did his
Ooh. Oh
I can't
yeah,
do
that's
it. I can't do it. It's the
awesome.
wrong way round. Hang
No, I
on, there
can
we
see
go.
it. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So I did
Freaky.
that on her little thumb.
Oh,
And then we did like all different, like we wrote the word saw with some blood and,
yeah.
I know it's Christmas, but I'm talking about Halloween. But yeah, so I did these like really gory,
People
cool,
might watch this all year round.
this is true. But yeah, so I did this really gory, like awesome set. And yeah, it took us like just like about 3 hours it took.
Oh
And
wow,
it is what it is. But it didn't feel like it because we
that's
were
really
having
good.
fun creating it. But I was so glad I didn't have someone afterwards. But
Yes.
at the same time, I'm like, it is what it is. I'd rather them feel comfortable and not feel rushed, feel like they're important to me.
Yeah. I
It's,
think there's become so much pressure lately about telling everybody in the industry, especially the newcomers. So we've got to bear in mind a lot of newcomers now come in here and they are doing like a private training course, aren't they? They're not doing like an MVQ or anything where it's like very slowly, like softly approach, slow, slow, slow. And then they gradually go into becoming like employed or having their own business, whatever. A lot of people nowadays are going and doing a 1 day course, and then being thrown straight into this ideal world of, or this vision of, I'm going to own my own business. I'm going to do nails for a day. I'm going to do a lash course for a day, and I am going to earn £5,000 a month because that's what all of these people are telling me I'm going to do. And then it hits them with a massive bang then because they aren't getting that. And you can't get that straight away in this industry. This industry
no,
takes practice. That even for
takes
me,
years.
yeah, I'm 25 years and I'm still like not as fast at certain things. Like I only do shellac, I
Yeah.
make no secret of this. My gel in my salon is shellac, gel polish, that's it.
Mm.
Right. According to shellac, it should be 30 to 45 minutes. I take 45 minutes to an hour, but I feel happy that my clients' nails look perfect as they leave. And I've been doing it for 25 years. Not shellac
Hmm.
for 25 years, but
Yeah.
shellac for probably about, I don't know, when it came out, about
When it
15,
came out,
20
I don't
years,
know.
a long time. But there's so much pressure, and all these poor people are like, if I'm not doing this in like 45 minutes, then I must be really terrible. I'm like, no, you're not. You're
No.
normal.
It's what I like. I've seen quite a lot of people saying like, "Oh, look at me! I've done 8. This is my 8 client day." And you look at the pictures that they put on, and then like 2 of them will be the same client because you can tell by their tattoos on their hands or something. And you're like, "Well, that's a lie because they're the same person." And then it'll be like, "What? It's taken you an hour to do that with all the nail art, all of everything, and da 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 da." And it's like, no, that you're lying here. You're not. That's
Oh,
not real. Whereas I think being authentic and being like, yeah, I've only done 2 or 3 clients today, and that's
yeah,
taken me 6 hours.
yeah.
Or that's, I've done a 9 till 3 or whatever, and I've only done 3 clients because I've given them 2 hours each. That's okay.
Well, it is okay, Sammy, because the difference as well is that you charge, what do you charge? About £50, don't you?
Yeah.
So, you know, your, let's say your 3 clients is averaging about 150. You think
Hmm.
about what all these other people are charging. They're 20
Like
quid for,
25 quid.
yeah, trying to
And you're
get
like,
in.
mate, what are you doing? I think I saw a post yesterday and it was like someone was saying, oh, how much would you charge for this? I don't think I charged enough. And I was like, well, for me, they've only charged like, I think it was like 38 quid or something for like nails and nail art and everything. I was
Yeah,
like, that would have been like 65 quid in my house
yeah. But
because they've got like full characters, they've got like all, and I was like,
exactly.
you're not even charging 40 quid for that. Like, that's not a lot for what you're doing.
Yeah,
And like, I just think people need to value their skill. because
Yeah.
some of these newcomers, oh my God, the nails that they're coming out with are amazing,
Yeah.
and they take 2, 3 hours, and
Yeah.
that's okay. And you can carry on taking 2, 3 hours. If you're going to put little 3D nail art or like full on characters and like going intricate nail art on every nail, and it takes you 2, 3 hours, winning.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
so
I
too.
mean, take as long as you need to take.
Yeah.
Just don't take 10 hours because that's just taking the mickey. But,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like be realistic. Like it doesn't actually feel like that long when you're sat in the chair.
I agree with you. I
But
agree.
so clients need to realize that nails do not take 45 minutes.
And
That's
if
not
they do
realistic.
take
And never tell
45
your
minutes,
nail technician, oh, but I can get them done somewhere else in 45 minutes because, well, you can go there if you want, but you're not
yeah.
going to get the same quality.
Yeah, I agree with you. I
So,
totally
yeah,
agree.
high five to that.
I totally agree,
Oh,
Sammy. It's so true. It is so, so true. And it's just really sad. These poor newbies are just really being brainwashed with this is how it should be.
yeah.
Charge this much, get it done in this time. Oh my God, you're awful if you don't get it done in that time. And it's like they've got all this pressure and all this information coming from the client who's been to so and so down the road, the Facebook non-person who's like just typing and not really thinking about what they're saying. And it's like,
Like
these
they're
poor
not actually reading
people.
the question, or they're not giving you real advice. Like
Nope.
it was one of them, it was someone was saying about prep, like, oh, I take 45 minutes on my prep. Is that
Yeah.
too long? No.
No,
I take 45 minutes to an hour sometimes on someone's prep.
absolutely.
I
It,
think it depends. I'm sure like it's the same with lashes, right? If you go in and your lash tech doesn't prep your net lashes properly and cleanse them or actually make them clean for them to do
yeah,
it, your lashes aren't going to last
definitely. I
because
was t
yeah,
we
you carry on.
no, I was just gonna say we are both massively passionate about this subject, aren't we? Because the two of us are
Yes.
just like,
I'm like, ah.
I really feel sorry for anyone trying to do the captions on this because God only knows what it's going to be coming up with. Um, yeah, when I did my lash training, it was a long, long time ago, about 2009, I think. And one of the things they told us in an hour appointment, you need to take 10 to 15 minutes of that hour appointment in prepping your client's lashes.
Mhm.
And that was how I was taught. It was not a quick, like, I mean, to be fair, back then things change, right? So I'm not saying it was the right way, but back then we didn't use water or anything. Now there's water and cleansing brushes and whatever. But I was taught not to do it that way. But yeah, we were very much like you take your time, make sure there's nothing left on the lashes. And it's the same with a house, isn't it? You build a house, your foundations aren't right,
It's
that
not going to
house is going to
work.
be a bit rickety,
It's
right,
going to
at
go
some
there. It's
point.
going to go on the
Yeah.
wall.
And I know that's a massive exaggeration, but it is so true. Your prep is the key.
Yes.
Um, in everything, every single thing, prep is massive. Sammy, I saw a post in a really, really big nail group
Hmm.
um, where somebody was asking about timings, they were asking charges. What do you charge for your builder gel? And a person, actually somebody who you and I do know of, replied saying, I charge this much. And then there was a reply to that saying, how long does it take you? And she said an hour and a half to an hour and four. I think it was an hour and a half to an hour and 45 for builder. And the person who, like a really, really big person in the industry, said something along the lines of, "Why does it take you so long?" Or like, it was basically like, and actually, it was her comment. She came back with her comment. She said, "I'm really sorry. I didn't mean that to be misinterpreted. I was just intrigued about how long what you charge per hour, more or less." Because actually everybody jumped on her. And it was really interesting watching the industry turn around and say, that's not a long time. This person's doing a good job. It doesn't matter how long it takes. And I was like, this is a really interesting post, a really interesting post. And the person who was being not attacked, because she really wasn't, and the lady who was like, how long does it take? Um, wasn't being malicious or anything like that, but she did put that question out there. And I think we were all very much like in our brains trying to think that we need to get our nails down to an hour to get perfect nails, and you just can't. But
No.
what does bother me is when I see nail techs that are only charging 25 quid for 2 hours. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that
So,
is ridiculous.
the longer you the longer your appointment takes, the less money you'll make in some ways
Yeah.
in the short term.
Yeah.
But if you are amazing at your job, your clients are leaving happy, then you will always have a job. Whereas the people that are rushing with the low prices are not doing a good job and not going to get the return clients. And those are the
Yeah, because you're
people.
not going to get the clients that value you and
No,
appreciate you.
no.
Like I had a client come in this morning with a present for me, and she made me open it for Christmas early because she was like, "I'm not waiting. I need to see your reaction." Like she wanted to see my reaction,
Oh,
and honestly, I cried. Actually cried happy tears because I
Sammy.
thought, do you know what? This is the cutest, most loveliest little thing that a client could buy you for Christmas as a little present. And she got me my own little nails by
Oh,
Sammy little. So
oh,
it's literally you kind of can then get my clients to hold it. And I was
oh,
like,
that is so thoughtful.
and
Oh my,
I was like literally like welling up, like I was like, oh my God, you made me cry. And she just was like, and then she looked like she was going to get emotional because obviously, and then I was like, I had to give her a big hug and just be like, oh my
oh,
God, thank you. Like I love getting gifts from my clients because it means that like they appreciate you. They're saying Merry Christmas. I
yeah,
give back. They give, we both give things like that. And yeah, that just really like, oh,
that is so lovely. She's gone totally out of her way for that as well, hasn't
yeah,
she?
like to have like something personalized. Like I'm quite happy with a bottle of like bottle of vodka, bottle of wine. Give me a
Love
Sauvignon
that bottle
Blanc.
of gin.
It's one of them. But it's like
That's lovely.
completely different. I think that's what it is. It's different.
Yeah.
And last year I got a lady. She got me a mug, and it had a little bee on it, and it was a little
Oh,
gold bee because she was like, "You're like a little worker bee," and I was like,
oh my goodness.
"Bee."
Oh,
I just thought
Sammy.
that was really cute. Like just
Yeah,
them little things. But if you're a tech and you don't charge enough, your clients aren't going to value you, and they're not going to think of you like a
yeah,
friend or someone that they're going to buy a gift for at Christmas.
yeah.
I think that's like when I was a lot cheaper 10 years ago, never got anything. I was lucky if I got a Haribo.
Oh,
You know what I
I'd
mean?
love a
Like
Haribo.
I'll
I'd
take the
love a
Haribo, but you know what I mean? Like you're lucky if you got anything,
Yeah,
um, let alone a tip. I never got tips.
really.
Yeah, like back in the beginning. Whereas now I get tips from my clients, even though I'm like a premium price, I still get tips. I still get the appreciation, whether it be reviews. Oh my God, I love some of my reviews that come back, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh, when I
That
read them,
costs
they're like,
nothing.
Sammy's the bestest ever. I would never go somewhere else. And I'm like,
Sammy, you are though.
I know, I'm just like the queen of nails, the nail hashtag nail queen. One of my clients actually put that in one of her reviews, hashtag nail
Oh,
queen. I was like, love you.
oh, that's so like important though. Like that client care.
Mm,
What you're giving your clients is so amazing, and it really, really shows. They trust you.
mm,
They are loyal to you. And right, I'm just going to put this out there. Um, there's a place for both, right?
yes.
In our industry, there is a place for those nail bars that are set up like a bar.
And you literally go along the line,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we
There is
won't
a
mention
place.
them, but yeah.
Yeah.
They have their own
We
place. Then you
yes,
have people like us.
yes, there is a place for
Robin,
both. And
yes.
some people really, really want to go to the salon where they can just basically go and sit at a table, sit at a desk, um, a walk-in appointment
No,
where
no
they,
conversation.
yeah, they know they're going to go in, they're not going to talk, they're going to sit, somebody's going to do the job, nothing matters, and then they're going to be out in 25, 30 minutes, right?
And then they go, oh, that's not what I asked for. I asked for this and I got this. And
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
exactly. You
Or
get
they
what you
come to
pay
you
for.
and they're like, can you take this off for me, please? And you're like, no.
No, that's going to take me about 4 hours to take that
Yeah,
off, mate.
I ain't getting that off. You need to go back to them for that. But there is a place for both. So if you want to be the person, the nail tech that's really mega fast, that has that conveyor belt system, that's okay. You will always have clients, but you probably aren't going to get those loyal clients because the way you build up your loyalty with your clients is client care, conversation, and they trust you to take time and care for them. Um, the other places will still always be busy. They'll always be busy.
Yes,
It's just
always.
different. It's just different. And if you're that way, great. If you're the other way, great. Just find your place and find your peace with it. But it's okay to be slower. It's and charge more, and it's okay
Mhm.
to be faster and charge less, but maybe know where you want to be.
Yes.
Don't get
Yeah.
confused between the two.
Do you know what? The amount of people that say to me, like, they love coming in my little salon because it's their little safe space. Like, it's the only room in my house that's girly because I live with men and boys. So it's my little pretty room where I can have pink things and floral wallpaper and purples and pinks and green, like all of the colours. But it's my safe space. It's my client's safe space. I mean, I've had people come in here cry. I've had people come in here laughing. They've just found out their husband's been cheating. I've had like people that their family members have just died, or like they've had a miscarriage, and I've had all of it. And I love the fact that sometimes they come in and they go, I can't talk to anyone else. Can I talk to you? Because I'm like their therapist. And sometimes I've cried with my clients, sometimes I've laughed with my clients, sometimes I've actually become friends with them, and that's okay. You can become friends
Yes,
with your clients, because your
yes,
clients will become more your friends than sometimes your friends will become a client, because sometimes people just don't appreciate you. And I did a couple of weeks ago, I did my little Christmas drinks,
love
and
this.
people are still asking me now, are you going to do another one? Just because they want to get out and they want to socialize. And I think it's great because we all feel lonely. And if you have a safe space that you feel like you can open up, sometimes that can save people for like mental health issues. Like,
Agree.
I think if you've got the best customer service and you're not rude and you treat people the way you want to be treated, they're going to keep coming back.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so true.
Mm.
And talking about customer service,
Yes.
so there's been a big hoo-ha in the lash world at the moment.
Right.
Um, and basically a brand, it started popping up on loads of forums. Does anybody use this glue? I'm starting to find it a bit thick and a bit whatever. It's not really that great at the moment. And then you got the odd people saying, oh, it's the cold weather. Everyone's trying to
Mm.
come up with a solution, which is great. Um, and it's a glue that's for advanced lash techs. Okay, so
Okay. Oh, so
so
it's a
in,
quick set glue.
yeah, yeah. So in the
Yes.
lash world, you have different levels of glue. So you have glues that are slower drying, so that if you're newer to the industry and newer to lashing, you don't end up not being able to glue the lash on, basically. And then you've got fast drying, so you've got that time difference. And so this is a fast drying glue. It's an advanced glue, so only advanced techs are going to be using it. And actually, it got me thinking because I also use that glue, and I was thinking about my own
Okay.
glue, and I was thinking, do you know what? Mine hasn't been great. The last couple haven't been great, but I haven't really worried about it because, again, been in the industry for so long, you see so many different things. You just take it as it is. I'm having to use more because it's drying quicker, it's getting stringier quicker, etc., etc. Anyway, so this has been popping up now for a short while. And then the one of the owners of the company I have so much respect for them because they've just popped up, even sent an email, and they're popping up in all the forums now saying, do you know what, we are sorry, we have found that we've got an issue in the batch, and this is what we're going to do. So they're straight away putting their hands up and saying, we're really sorry, we've got a mess up. But this is what we're going to do for you. And we appreciate that this is totally the wrong time of year. You're really busy with lashes. We are going to do everything we can. And I'm like, do you know what? How hard it must be to
Yeah.
put your hands up. They could have just buried their head in the sand, as we know some of the brands have done over the years with certain other things.
Yeah. And they're
Um,
like, no, it wasn't me. I don't know
yeah,
what you're talking about.
yeah. Some brands have had a massive bashing, and actually, the bashing probably isn't deserved, but the bashing is deserved because of their response to the
Yeah,
public.
some things responses are like, "Are
Yeah.
you joking? Are you taking the
Yes,
piss?" But
their
then,
responses.
but you saying that though, I've just had the same thing. So I bought some cuticle oils, and they had a little cock up with the batches, with like a batch
Yeah.
where the products were there's nothing wrong with the product. It's just the fact that it's got the wrong label.
Right.
Okay, so it's like it's still a cuticle oil, but it's
Yeah.
just a different scent in the bottle.
Okay.
Does
So
that make
different to what you'd
sense?
ordered, or
Yes.
different to what it was
But it's
meant
a
to be.
case of like they put a little notice out, they sent emails, they put it on their socials to be like, hey
Right.
guys, if you ordered between this time and this time, can you send customer service your batch number on your items because we've had a little hiccup with the wrong scent in the wrong pen sort of thing. And they've rectified it. They've gone, I'm really, really sorry. We're going to give you a refund and I'm happy for you to keep the product. But
Amazing.
obviously this is the scent it is.
Yeah.
But it's a case of like, I'll probably just use it myself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can't really sell it because it's not what it says on the tin. But their
Yes.
customer service was on point and I can't fault them at all. And that was nail order, by the way. Their customer service is amazing. I'm just going to drop that one in there.
Well, do you know what? While we're talking positively, I'm going to say the glue was Lash base, and I think that
Oh
their
yeah,
customer
Jamie's
service is
amazing.
excellent. Yeah, really,
Honestly,
really good.
I love Jamie's feet, like customer
Yeah,
service. He is like
he's
on
so
point.
good.
He's
And
so
they've been bashed so
transparent.
much, but yeah, we're both
Yeah,
passionate about this as well, aren't we?
yeah. I do not like brand bashing, right? I think there's a place for every product in this world. You're going to have some businesses are going to be bigger than others. Some people are
Yeah,
going to like it, some people aren't, etc., etc. Lash products, nail products, like massage, like all the beauty products that are out there, people will always like bash something. And I think there is a place for everyone.
yeah,
So
I agree.
there's a group that I'm in and it's like you cannot mention this brand or this brand in this group. If you disrespect us, we'll remove you from the group. And I'm like, hang on a minute. Why? Like, yeah, okay, they've had issues, some of these
Yeah,
brands, right? But they've tried to rectify these issues.
yeah,
It's been brought to their attention and they're like, right, okay, we need to go and see our pharmacist or we need to go and see whoever develops this or that and try and fix the problem. But it doesn't mean that people can be horrible and rude. There is no need in this industry for people to be disgustingly
I
rude and
agree.
negative.
I
There's no need to
agree.
troll people. Like there, I use a multiple brands because I think there's room for everyone. Oh yes, and I do have different lamps for different brands because they're different wattages. But that's okay because they all set in different things.
Do
But
you
yeah,
know?
we're not going to get too passionate about that.
I know this is another topic, uh,
Sorry.
no, but
But yeah,
this is
customer service on point.
customer
You've got to,
service.
all about good customer service.
Customer service is really, really important, and we know it ourselves as nail techs, beauty therapists, whoever we are. We have to recognize, like, we'll stand by a brand even if they mess up. We'll stand by them because of the customer service and because of what they're doing to us. Imagine your clients doing the same for you.
Mm. Yeah.
Imagine you have, like, I had a mess up this week. Um, oh, not a big deal, but it's Christmas, so that
Okay.
makes it a bigger deal. But um, I do nail varnish and I did a file and polish toes. And oh God, I always put my clients' sandals on for them. I do it and make sure I do it, firstly because I'd rather take responsibility for a mess up. And she had this really, really nude colour on her toes. You can hardly see it. She has it every time. And she put her foot in, fine, as though I thought was fine. Um, and I bent down for something and I looked down at her toe and I thought her big toe doesn't look right. But when it's like that, when it's far away, you can't really see it that well. And you have that split second then of like, okay, right,
What do
I
I
have
do?
got another client waiting. This is going to take me ages to sort out. Anyway, at the end of the day, I bent down and I looked at it and I was like, oh, I've smudged her big toe. Oh, for
And
goodness
you're
sake.
like, no.
It's Christmas. Don't make me smudge a bloody toe.
You're like,
Um,
ah.
and I was really straight with her. I was like, I'm really sorry. I don't know how it's happened, but we've got a wobble in your big toe. And it got fixed. And she's so lovely to me. And she's like, Emma, it's fine. But actually, what wouldn't have been fine is me letting her go and not dealing with it. And
She would have got home and noticed and then been like,
yeah,
oh, that's
yeah,
annoying.
yeah. And even when she left, I said to her, look, This one's going to take a little bit longer to dry now because obviously it has gone on the layers, the same amount of layers, but they haven't had any drying time in between, really, or really minimal drying time in between. So you're going to have to be really extra careful with this big toe. If you have a problem with it, get in touch with me and I'll fix
Mhm.
it. And it's just about that, isn't it? Like that client's been with me for years and years and years, and she'll be with me for years and years and years again. And it will be because I mess up. I'm a human being. I'll make mistakes, I'll run late, I'll smudge someone's toe. But because of the way I deal with it, in the same way that these companies have dealt with us and our stuff, my clients will be loyal to me. So, how many of yours will be the same? If you treat them as a conveyor belt and as a cash cow, they ain't going to be loyal for you. And
Yeah, they're not going to have that connection. They're not going to feel valued.
no, they're not. If they feel valued, they trust you, they will listen to you and they'll respect you. And it works both ways. It works both ways. Yes.
But yes, yeah, I'm going to say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. This really, I think last week we said it was going to be our last one, didn't we?
Yeah, we
Before
did.
Christmas.
But I was like, no, we'll get one. We'll squeeze one more in. One
Yeah.
more in, and then it'll be. We'll probably have to record it over the Christmas break, maybe, and then ready for
Yeah.
January.
Yeah.
We'll pre-record the next one, I reckon.
I think so.
Wink. Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what? We could have a cocktail.
Yes, we could have it do a late one and have a good drink at the same time.
Yeah, we could do cocktail hour. That could be a bit messy and interesting. I mean, I know we're saying that we're like not oh, what's the word we say? That we're basically able to speak about everything, but there is a level of professionalism
Yeah,
still.
sometimes I have to go, no, don't want to say that. I don't want to get cancelled before I've even started.
So we do try to be a little bit professional, but yeah, give me a couple of cocktails and I am not going to be professional.
No filter needed.
Yeah, definitely. Give me a filter. So please, please, please send us in your questions because as you can see, Sammy and I are trawling through the Facebook sites, seeing what
Yes.
bothers us.
Yeah, because I just think, yeah, you got to look for these questions because people don't always come out and say it. Pricing seems to come up a lot, customer
Yeah,
service, timings,
yeah.
that comes up a lot. Like on a daily, I see that sort of stuff.
Timings.
Um, but yeah, I think, yeah, give me some questions, like, subscribe, follow for more, because we will be trying to do this every week if we can.
Yes, please.
But yeah, thanks for watching or listening, and I hope you have a great Christmas. If you, well,
Yeah.
it depends on when you're listening to this, but yeah, um,
Christmas
roll on,
24.
yeah, roll on, 2025. That's going to be my year. That's my year. That is, that's
I
that's
didn't,
that is my year.
Sammy, this has been your year already.
Well, it has, but it's going to be even better next year.
Next year's going to be a different version of this. It's going to be
Yeah,
the next level.
yeah. I'm going up in the world. I'm not going down. I'm going
Up,
up. We're all
up.
going up. We're not going down. We're not peaking on one. We're going up.
I can
Everyone,
hear.
come on. We're going up. And let's party.
Do you know, I love it. You've got that song in your head. I've got moving on up.
Moving on up. I'm not going to do karaoke because this is not karaoke. Maybe
Right.
after a few bevies, I might.
Yes, definitely. Are you going to go to, sorry, just changing the subject a bit now, but you know, we talk about 2025 almost. You're going to go to whatever the name of the beauty show is in March. And the reason why I say whatever the name is because they keep changing whoever's like
Oh,
sponsoring it. So
okay. No, I don't know. I know
I
I
don't
am
know.
going to one, a nail networking one, the Niche Nail
Oh yeah,
Network event next year. I am going to
excellent.
that. Bought my tickets already.
Oh, good girl. Nice.
Oh, yeah. That's in Birmingham. You
Where
should
is
come.
it?
You should come. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. Let me write this down.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah. Send me a link and I'll yeah. Well, yeah, I'll come along just to see you anyway.
Yeah, no, it was brilliant this year. I really enjoyed it because I mean I went by myself this year and I got to
Oh,
meet some lovely
Sammy.
brands and like it's basically like stalls where people sell stuff and you could
Oh,
have like
wicked.
master classes and things like that. So yeah, you'd probably quite enjoy it.
Oh, I would do. I'd love it.
You're
Thank
like,
you.
oh, what are all these products? Lol.
God, just don't let me tap my bank card. or Apple Pay. Worst
Oh
thing
no,
in the
that was
world.
me. I was dangerous. I took my credit card and I went ding, 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 ding.
I don't even do much nails, and I'll be still bloody buying everything.
So yeah, oh,
Right.
amazing. But yes, anyway, let's go. And I'll Merry Christmas and I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah. Have a nice Christmas,
Don't forget to
everyone.
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Bye. Share with your friends.
Christmas.